Oftentimes, things don't work out the way that we think they will, but I promise you, it's always for the better. When I first started the series, I was planning on making a lot of external changes in my environment. I didn't think that I would be making these big internal discoveries and changes so early on. I don't know about you guys, but I find that internal change is sometimes so much harder than external change. To me, it's so much easier going and switching up things that I don't like about my job, for example, rather than sitting there and having to face myself and unlearn certain patterns or behaviors that I've had my entire life.
On this episode of 25 and Trying, we're improving our self concept.
One thing you need to know about me is that no weapon formed against me will ever prosper. It doesn't matter what happens in my life. It doesn't matter how I feel about myself. Any negative experience or negative emotion always gets turned into something positive. Let's say you find yourself in a similar situation to me. You just kind of went through an interesting experience in your life where you've learned some pretty, maybe not so great truths about yourself and how you've been showing up in the world. What do you actually do? What do you do next? Where do you go from there?
Luckily, change is a scientific process. There's evidence of how you can change who you are or things that, no longer serve you. One of the main ways to do that is by creating new neural pathways in your mind. We do that by shifting our habits and creating new routines. Basically, what this looked like for me is sitting down and writing all of the limiting beliefs that I carry about myself, how I view myself, how I've shown up in the world, and then trying to understand what keeps them stuck there. What patterns or what situations do I go through where these beliefs keep coming out? From there, I sat down and I made a list of what I want to show up as and who I actually want to be. What's interesting is all the things that I identified as who I want to be, I already am. Those things don't come out all the time because sometimes they get overshadowed by these other aspects of myself. Really what it is changing the way that you view yourself at your subconscious level. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but it's like basically revamping your entire self-concept, right? One way that I find to be so beneficial and so effective is by basically creating my own set of affirmations that I feel like fit well with my life and just saying them. But when I say them, like really truly believing them.
Our brain learns through repetition of thoughts, of patterns, and these patterns eventually will be repeated so much and believed so deeply that they all become true. I become the version of me that aligns with all of the things that I think about. So, what do you say? Can we both shift our self concept together?